The call started in Pulaski County, and from there it became a statewide organization, and we are now in 60 counties. So there's affiliates all across the state that are all serving children in this mission.
Our mission for the call:
to educate,
equip,
and encourage the Christian community.
to provide a future and a hope for children in Arkansas in foster care.
Since the call began in 2008, we have served 26,000 children. We've opened over 2,800 foster homes, and we've had over 1,900 children adopted into their forever families.
People don't always understand the work that we do, and so our first objective is to get them here. We want to show them the support center. We want to show them that they can get involved right now where they are.
We have volunteers here several days a week that accept donations and process through those, sort through everything, put it away so that our foster families have access to it.
We have our call mall that we support our foster and adoptive families. We also have a visitation room where DCFS can come and bring children to do visits with their bio families.
So when we come here, families automatically kind of like let their guard down because they realize it's a home setting. They can have a visit in a visitation room that looks more like a room at the house. Also helping like some of our protective service cases, like if they need supplies, if they need clothing, just to get them in between paycheck to paycheck. We also utilize the call even further because the family had to go to court and needed like a couple items, and in the call closet, we were able to find the mom some shoes and an outfit, and dad as well, so that they would look presentable. That was exciting to me. Now that we're learning too that there's more call centers, we're utilizing them more because they are more of a home environment. They're safer for us, the workers, the parents. It's just been a blessing to know that we have that outside the office.
They have helped my family specifically much more than I think they could ever even imagine. From goodie bags on the front door to pack and play showing up whenever you need them, to our call mall coordinator sending out mass text messages in the middle of the week saying, hey, I'm headed over to the call mall. Do you guys need diapers or wipes or anything like that? I'll bring them to you later this evening. So for us, a busy mom, a working mom, 40 hours a week. My husband works 40 hours a week with 4 children at home who have practices and visits and all of these other things going on in their life. To have somebody that can just drop something at my door in support of something that we're doing, it's perfect for us.
Being in foster care, I didn't have the resources that the call had. If I were to get new clothes, if I were to be taken care of, it would be not in a support center like they have. I've really just kind of fallen in love with the call because they're thinking about these little things that are creating warm memories, like baking a cake with one another. You know, they're continuing to foster these experiences that are positive. And it's so much more about the well-being of the child and the future of the child, the hope for the child, not just getting them out of their abusive home and fostering or possibly adopting them. It's about their whole well-being from the moment that they step into their house or their foster home to wherever they go after.
I make trips to churches to get the pastors and staff members a reason to give, be the hands and feet of Jesus.
This is the church, right here. Maybe more so than the case in saying our street address of our campus, our facility as a local congregation. For our local church to partner with the call, it can look like several different things. For one, it's mobilizing volunteers, realizing that here, the resource center, there may be a need for clothing resources, there may be a need for diapers, baby formula. And so a call to arms of here's what the current needs are, here's the sizes we need and don't need, the seasons we need and don't need, but then the volunteer base to come and to help in the closet, organizing clothes, being there as personal shoppers when families are coming. This is a gospel mandate. This is a responsibility.
There are so many different areas that you can support the call. No matter where you live, doesn't make any difference, or what you do. Being a volunteer has given me a hope that the children can reach unification and have security in their life and love again. But it has touched my heart. It has given me love and given me the opportunity to know that I'm helping and doing God's work.
A lot of our kids get to be in Christian homes, and so they're learning about God and praying. The biological family is coming alongside and being able to watch their children pray before they eat a meal.
We really want to create a culture where our foster families encourage and love on our biological families. And we see that. We see them stay. They stay longer, and they share about the formula and then the feeding schedules, and they share about what products they're using, just to make a conversation and to honestly show that the biological family that they care.
We felt like our perspective as foster parents could come into this role not just to take on the hard for the kids, but to try to help facilitate the parents to understand that your situation doesn't define who you are. Parents are broken, and they just need somebody to tell them that they're loved and that they can be better than they are.
So a foster mom had called me and needed some things from the Call Mall. And so of course I was walking out the door, but I stayed, and it was totally worth staying because she came and she had a teenager in her care that needed some things from the Call Mall, or so I thought. But once we got back there, this teenager was actually a teenage mom, and she had an infant with her who was also in care. And so they were back there looking around and shopping, and this teenager just got giddy, picking out things for her baby. And before she left, she stopped and we were talking, and she looked around the room and she said, "So who does all this? Where does this stuff come from?" And I told her, I said, "Well, I mean, this is a result of different churches in the community coming together." I said, "But more than that, it's people who really love Jesus and have been loved by Jesus and want to love others." And it opened the door for a conversation with a teenage girl in a really challenging situation that was probably exactly what her heart needed in that moment.
We need more families. That's our biggest push right now, is for families that will love and allow these children to come into their homes as long as it takes.
I know those individuals that are thinking, I can't do this, it would just be so hard. I think I would become attached to the kids. Yes, that's the family that we're looking for to be involved. We wouldn't want anything less than that.
It doesn't matter if it's for a few weeks or for months or for years. When you are a loving, caring foster parent, foster family, you will make an intense impact on that child. I'm living proof of that.
We may not all be called to foster, but we can all do something.